all of the windows are covered and the cab is blocked off. I think we should turn the lights off and see how dark it is in it. We have stealth camped in both Bristol and Liverpool city centres, but now it's time for the big one. In this video, we are heading to the most expensive city in the UK, London, which is also the only place in the country with not only a low emission zone, but an ultra low emission zone, which is not so good when you have a 20-year-old diesel van. We spent the majority of 2021 converting our VW T4 into a campervan ready to travel in. We use it predominantly to get out into nature and have recently returned from a month exploring the Scottish Highlands. But we also love that it gives us the flexibility to visit cities on a budget. So today's challenge is to attempt to stay for free in London without getting fined or moved along. I have made a couple of changes to the van in anticipation for this challenge of stealth camping in London. When we went to Liverpool, we were told by a few people in the comments, rightly so, that our stick-on window covers were not so stealthy and it was a dead giveaway that there were people actually in the van. So we've decided to take a different approach today. I have gone and bought myself what is essentially kind of like sticky back plastic, I guess. You get this roll of stuff with this like weird like plasticky backing on it, which you then spray water onto the window and stick it, and it just stays put. It's a bit weird, so it's not adhesive, you can peel it off and it's not going to be permanently on the windows, which is good because I don't want permanently completely blacked out windows that I can't see out of. But it's worked really well, I'm really happy with it. This will completely block out any prying eyes to know that we're actually in here. I think I'm going to leave the side windows all blacked up for now because I don't actually need them for the drive, but I will be taking these back ones off and you can kind of see what I mean by how it sticks on. It just peels off. It's super easy. And it's not sticky on the back, it's just a little bit wet. So I basically just sprayed down the window with like a water spray bottle and slapped it on and it just sticks. It's brilliant. It's so dark with the,
yeah, it is.
The side bits on.
A few cities in the UK have a low emission zone, but London is the only one that has the ultra low emission zone. And this basically means that for an old girl like this, 20-year-old vans, there's a hefty price. The ultra low emission zone is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, apart from, I just read, for Christmas Day. So if we want to treat ourselves, we can drive around London all day.
That sounds like a great way to spend Christmas Day. Driving around London.
So we need to try and find a place to stay that is not going to be in this area. Also, it's quite easy to accidentally go into the area, so we've got to try and avoid it.
A wrong turn could mean hundreds of pounds.
Yeah.
So we have to get this right.
Hey Chelsea, we're on our way to London at the moment and we're hoping to free camp in the campervan. And we're wondering, would you know anywhere that would be outside of the ultra low emission zone? Ideally free parking, and if we were really cheeky, near a tube station. Cheers. Oh, it looks like Chelsea's replied.
Now, for somebody who doesn't have a car, I surprisingly do have an answer for this because I, like many others, decided I wanted a camper van during lockdown. It didn't work out for me, but the ULEZ issue was definitely at the forefront of my mind. And therefore, I discovered that if you look outside of the North Circular Road, that's where you tend to get the non-ULEZ zone right now. And then in addition, the borough of Enfield tends to not need parking permits. And therefore, I would take a look at Arnos Grove. Good luck!
Nice!
Arnos Grove.
Our place!
Let's get it in the sat-nav.
Continue on M25 for 13 miles.
We're not just going to London to sleep on the streets for absolute no reason. We're going there because after spending a month together alone,
it's been awful, guys. No social interaction with anyone other than him.
We're craving some time with our friends, and a lot of them travel just as much as we do, so to get us all at the same place at the same time is very difficult.
Yeah, it's rare. So we want to take this opportunity while we've got it and race up there and see those guys. But we also are cheapskates and we don't want to spend loads of money on a hotel in London.
We will be meeting up with some people that if you've been around on the channel for a while you would have seen, and if not you will be seeing in the future. First is Chelsea from Cheap Holiday Expert. We absolutely love her and highly recommend you check out her Instagram and YouTube. And secondly is Tanya and Adam from Jits. We did a trip in the past with them with Kinging It. Hopefully in the future we'll be travelling together as well, and they are just incredible people inside and out. Incredible out. Beautiful inside and out.
Yeah.
They're not incredible outside. They're beautiful outside.
When we were in Scotland, we were actually trying to do some wildlife spotting from the van, but we couldn't because the windscreen kept fogging up and we couldn't see a thing. And now also we were thinking, what else is a dead giveaway that somebody's sleeping in a car or a van? And that's that the windows get fogged up. In that last Scotland video, we were recommended in the comments by one of you guys to try some anti-fog stuff for the windscreen. I have no idea how this is going to work with condensation, and really what's the difference between fog and condensation, I'm not sure, but we're going to give it a go because it's worth just trying everything out. I've even actually debated buying a dehumidifier for the van, so I am open to any suggestions. So if any of you know of any tips or tricks, please leave it in the comments down below. It would be very much appreciated. Also, something that I've been meaning to buy, because I don't know, when we're out in the countryside, I don't feel that nervous about leaving the van. But when we're in cities, I do get a little bit worried about break-ins. So, to protect my baby, I've got a steering wheel lock. I have no idea how to use it, but I'll figure it out.
There was the first sign for the dreaded. Last time, naively, we just kind of said, oh, it doesn't matter if we drive through, we'll get sent through a bill. It can't be that much. It wasn't until we started looking into how much it actually was, in the hundreds of pounds, that is when we actually shit ourselves. And we watched.
Actually, though.
No, we didn't. No, we're very clean.
But we watched the post box every day for like 6 months, dreading.
Just waiting for it to come.
Yeah, and it didn't.
It never came. But I'm not risking that. We're not too far away now, and neither of us know London very well. And it kind of surprises me, probably naively, how green it is. But when I think of London, I understand it's like basically a collection of towns, and it's not as busy. But in my mind, it's still kind of central London, busy,
yeah, like
horrible.
skyscrapers everywhere.
Yeah.
I just feel like we're driving through like a normal town.
Yeah, this is looking very promising. It's very residential London, and if it wasn't for Chelsea and her local knowledge, I would have no idea to look here.
No, I've never even heard of this place.
No, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice.
We always joked for years that we hate London, so of course I want to stick with that.
But every time we've come here recently, we're like, oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, but we like to stick with our guns, so we still hate London.
Yeah,
closed-minded, remember? We're about 1 mile now from the underground station, so I guess it's kind of a case of just look and see if we find anywhere that suits. It's such a fun game trying to find stealth camping places though. There is just something like, it feels a bit naughty. You know?
I know, we're not doing anything wrong, we're not hurting anyone.
Yeah.
But still in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, should we be doing this?
I think this might be alright.
Yeah, this is great. Perfect. Thanks, well done, Chelsea. Right, so what we like to do when we do a bit of stealth camping is to get everything ready before we head off, because nobody wants to be coming back to the van and then having to sort out the bed and do all that stuff. So we do it so we can literally have it all ready, jump in, job's done. Last time we had some reflector covers that we stuck on the front windows and the windscreen, which weren't the most inconspicuous of ways of hiding us from the outside world. So what we thought we'd do this time is actually cut off the front cab from the back. So if you're looking in, it just looks like a normal van. So we've taken just a black bed sheet, And all I'm going to do is just stick it up, and fingers crossed it's not too obvious. Bye-bye.
Oh wow, look how dark this all looks.
Now that I have pulled out the bed, I'm going to re-stick these on, and hopefully it's easy enough. And then we'll be in full blackout in here, away from prying eyes. Okay, once it's pretty much mostly on, it's a little bit fiddly, I just get all the air bubbles out so that it doesn't look too obvious from the outside. It looks more like a blacked out window.
I feel we've really leveled up our stealth game here.
I know! Like, these aren't the sort of things that I would use every night because they are a bit fiddly. And once we have proper curtains, that'll be much easier just for your standard nights in the van. But for the stealth aspect, they are really handy. And you can just take them off and roll them up and put them away when you're not using them. Now the bed is made, ready for us to fall into when we get back. All of the windows are covered and the cab is blocked off. I think we should turn the lights off and see how dark it is in it. Ooh!
It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's so good. I mean, that does mean it is winter in the UK. It gets dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. But I'm so impressed with that. The only problem is going to be sleeping in, because, you know, if you've ever slept in a room without any windows, it's a bit disorientating.
Yeah, you sleep forever.
Yeah. So hopefully tomorrow won't be like that, because we do have to move the car by 11. If we don't, then we'll get fined. But as long as we move by 11, we should be good.
First test, there's someone just outside the van.
No funny looks?
Yeah, no funny looks.
Well, that's good.
They didn't seem bothered at all. They've gone.
That's the first successful sneak of the night.
The thing is, I think it's really, really easy to do this.
Yeah.
Less easy when you're filming.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
you bring attention to yourself when you're outside taking thumbnails.
especially with the big microphone on top, or trying to film the different angles and stuff. Anyone just looks outside their window, like,
What
you're bringing
are they
attention to
doing?
yourself.
Yeah. This spot is a 4-minute walk to the tube. 4 minutes! So close!
Chelsea's done us good.
She has done us proud.
She's earned herself a pint from us.
Oh, for sure. And also, the parking is free. It says that it's for permit holders only between 11 and noon, so 1 hour of the day. So we have to drag ourselves out of bed by 11.
Yes, as long as we wake up.
Yeah, so good. This is the joy of London. We were walking to the tube station, remember, 4 minutes away. Within 2 minutes, we're in this place. Cheers. Oh no. Cheers.
Okay, it looks like the fog thing wasn't perfect. It's not too bad, to be fair, but still kind of obvious. We did it.
We did do it. We slept in the middle of... Okay, maybe not the middle of London, but in London. Next to a tube station. It was so dark, and we slept for so long because it's so dark. We didn't get bothered, we didn't get moved along. It's a nice quiet street as well, so it was like a comfortable, quiet sleep.
Okay, we didn't get back until 3 in the morning,
Yeah.
so that's why we woke up so late. But
And we have been up for like an hour now. One of the important things to remember about stealth camping is that you can't just be cooking your food and all that kind of jazz in the van because it brings attention to you. And it's just bad etiquette, I think. So we are going to pop over to our friend Chelsea's house, who lives just around the corner, and go and help ourselves to some lovely coffee, whether she likes it or not.
I think we can safely say that this was a roaring success.
It was so successful. This was by far the easiest stealth camping we've done so far. And I don't think that's anything to do with anything other than the fact that we've learnt from past experiences. And those blackout windows were a game changer.
Yeah, I feel like we nailed it this time.
Yeah.
And apart from, okay, with the filming aspect, it's not so inconspicuous.
When you're taking a thumbnail outside the van.
But if we were just not making YouTube videos and we were sleeping in the back of the van, easy.
So sneaky. And like, even if you don't want to like go in through the side to be super sneaky, you could just like get in at the front and then just like go through the middle of the seats to get to the back as well. We didn't do that, but we could have done.
We absolutely love that we chose this van, and the fact that we could take it to Scotland and do an epic series out in nature and come to London and sleep in it.
The contrast is so good, isn't it? Like, 'cause we love nature. Nature's like our thing. We get such a high from it, but also we love spending time with friends. We love being able to go out to great restaurants and pubs and stuff like that to break up the nature travel, and this has been perfect for that.
Yeah, we're very content wherever we are, basically.
Yeah.
And we just had a great time like we always do.
Such a lovely time. If you liked the video or you found it at all helpful, give us a big fat thumbs up.
Leave in the comments, how can we get rid of the condensation?
Yes, it's an issue, and I'm not quite sure how to fix it, but I would like to fix it. Let us know about stealth camping. Would you do stealth camping? Have you done it?
Yeah, would you feel safe doing it in London?
Exactly.
Make sure you subscribe if you're not, and nothing left to say, but thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and beans out!